Hi, this is Josh.
And I'm Diana, and this is our dog Melly.
And we welcome you to our home. We hope that after watching this video, you'll have a better idea of who we are, some of our likes and dislikes, some of the traditions we have. So thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. Come on inside.
So Josh and I live in the Boston area. We met about 6.5 years ago. Our first date was, as many others, in a Starbucks coffee shop. It lasted 3 hours, and after that date I knew that Josh was somebody that I wanted to have in my life. We dated for about 3 years and got married. We actually had 2 marriage services. One was in Josh's church, which is the Armenian Apostolic Church, and then we followed it up a few months later with a smaller ceremony at the Greek Orthodox Church, which is the church I belong to. We found when we met that we had a lot of shared interests, one of which is our love for travel. We try to travel whenever we can fit it in, and we've been as close as tourists in our own city, discovering new parts of our city and where we live, and as far away as Armenia and Greece.
I grew up in a town about 40 minutes outside of Boston, one of 4 children, an older brother and 2 younger sisters. I went to high school, graduated high school, went on to Northeastern University here in Boston, and after graduating with a degree in accounting, I went to Washington with the hopes that I would work on Capitol Hill or in some kind of political area. That didn't work out quite as I expected, so I came back to Boston and I've been working in the accounting field, which I enjoy. I love to spend time in the community. I'm very involved in my community, whether teaching Sunday school, working with kids. I coach basketball youth groups, and I'm basically involved in a lot of programs that mentor youth. That's very important to me.
So I was born and raised in Boston, and unlike Josh, I have a small immediate family. It's just my parents and 1 younger brother. My younger brother lives about 20 minutes away. He's married and has 2 girls, ages 11 and 8, who are such a joy to both Josh and myself. They spend quite a bit of time here for playtime or sleepovers or just hanging out. My parents live about 10 minutes away, and we see them quite often as well. My background, like Josh, is also in accounting, and currently I'm working for a telecommunications company outside of Boston. And my plan once the baby arrives is to take time off and stay home. In my spare time, you can find me reading or cooking. I used to have an online cooking blog, which I enjoyed very much.
Growing up in a large family, there were a lot of traditions that we had that centered around the holidays. In my family, Christmas was really the biggest holiday. I mean, there was the warmest memories of people visiting, food being served, the opening of gifts, you know, things like that to a kid are things that I really remembered. And it's those warm memories that I still have today, which makes Christmas time for me the most enjoyable holiday and tradition that I like to uphold for my family.
And while Christmas is a big deal for me as well, in the Greek Orthodox faith, Easter is actually the largest holiday of the year, the greatest holiday, and there are a lot of just special traditions that have been carried down year over year through the generations that now that I am with Josh, I've been able to share with him, and he actually enjoys spending that holiday with me and my family and following those traditions.
We bought the house probably 3 months before we got married. We were looking in the area. We wanted to stay close enough to family. It took a long time to find the house, but when we did, we were very happy about it. We're in a great neighborhood. We love our neighbors. There are kids running around. It has a very suburban feel, even though it's within the city of Boston. We're very close to shopping and everything that we need.
So Josh and I have always wanted a child. In fact, when we first met, we both spoke about how much we were looking forward to becoming parents, hopefully one day. We tried for about a year to become pregnant, but then accepted ultimately that we would not be able to have a biological child of our own. However, we still very much wanted to be parents, so we turned towards adoption rather than continue with fertility treatments.
I think one of the important things for us, and we've spoken about it, is that we've agreed that we will love a child unconditionally, devote our lives to providing all the love, security, and joy that we possibly can for a child. And even more importantly, or just as important, we want a child to know from where they came from, where he or she came from, and to know that they were loved. And if you so choose, you will be part of the life of the child, because we plan to raise the child with understanding and appreciation and respect for you and the sacrifices that you made and the opportunity that you gave the child. Thank you so much for spending some time with us and for watching our video. We hope we've given you a better sense of who we are and what we can offer you and a child.
We want you to know how much respect we have for you. We can't understand what a difficult decision this is. We pray that you have the strength and the courage that you need as you go through this process. We know you want what is best for your baby, and we also pray that you will find everything that you hope for your child. Thank you.
Thank you.